Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you another one of my FIFA 13 videos. Now today's video is going to be running you through my brand new Ultimate Team because, as the more observant amongst you would have noticed, in my last batch of tutorials I've been using my La Liga team. Now I had a pretty sweet Premier League team. I had players like Chore, I just bought Aguero as well, you know, Company, had a fantastic team, but I was getting a little bit bored of it, you know, and the FIFA for me is all about keeping things fresh. So what I wanted to do is switch up formations, switch up teams, and I ended up with this beastly side here, and I want to just quickly run you through it. Now, I'm going to start in goal, obviously, sensible place to start, with this man, Iker Casillas. Now, what I've done is listed a few bad things about each player, and then a few good things about each player, and I'm going to tell you how much they cost on PS3 and Xbox, and just run you through it. Now, obviously, Iker Casillas is the best goalkeeper in the game. The only keeper that's better than Iker Casillas is the on-form and the Team of the Year Iker Casillas. He has 92 reflexes, 91 diving, 85 positioning, and he has the goalkeeper long throw attribute. So he's an absolutely fantastic shot stopper, and if you get the ball in his hands, he can quickly launch you counter-attacks and throw the ball all the way past the halfway line, so you have a great option there. The only real weakness with him is his 69 kicking, but for me, kicking is not an important attribute in a goalkeeper. As long as his kicks reach the halfway line, you're fine. You can just get a strike up there to challenge for the ball, feed off the scraps and go from there. It is much more important for a goalkeeper to have a long throw than it is to have a good kick on FIFA. So he is an unbelievable goalkeeper, and you can get him on PS3 for 117,000 coins, there or thereabouts, and on Xbox you can get him for just under 90. So if you've got that sort of money, there is no other person to look for than Iker Casillas. He is an absolutely fantastic keeper. Now let's move into the back four, and let's start on the left hand side with Gerard Piqué. Now Gerard Piqué is an absolute monster. He has 89 marking, 84 strength, 87 standing tackle, so he's just a tank. No one can run round him. He just gets in the way, he pulls strikers back, nudges them off the ball, and then the great thing about it is, once he's won the ball back, he has 85 short passing as well, so he's very, very competent at winning the ball back and laying it off to a talented striker, or laying it into the midfield, or, you know, doing something very, very simple, but he can do it well. The one problem with Gerard Piqué is he isn't the quickest player. You know, he's only got 60 acceleration, he's got 63 sprint speed, and another problem with him is he has high attacking work rate. So what you often see him do is just go on a little wander up the pitch and, you know, leave yourself a little bit exposed at the break. But if you can keep an eye out for that and stop him from doing that, he has a very, very good array of stats and is a very solid defender. So you can get him on PS3 for about 20,000 coins, and you can get him on Xbox for just over 11,000. So once again, absolute steal for his price. Let's go back and move into the centre now with Carlos Puyol. And Carlos Puyol is a very, very similar style of player to Piqué. He has 87 strength, 89 marking, and 87 standing tackle. He is an absolute beast. He's so strong. No one can run round him because he has good positioning as well. He'll just sit in the centre of your back three, and if anyone tries to run past him, his standing tackle will just take the ball off him and he just lays it off nice and simple. The great thing about him is as well, although he only has 57 acceleration, 54 sprint speed and 54 agility, which are very, very low stats, he has 91 interceptions. So his lack of pace isn't really a problem, because if you play him in the middle with two pacier defenders either side of him, he just tends to take up a nice position and then swoop in, make an interception, cutting the striker's pace completely out of it, and he just lays the ball off nice and simple. You know, the fact as well that you can get him for under 10,000 on PS3 and for just over 6,000 on Xbox is a complete steal. He is fantastic for that price range. Like I say, you know, he's a little bit immobile at times, but as long as you can focus and keep him supported with slightly faster players around him, there aren't many players much better in that central role. So let's move from him and move across to Sergio Ramos. Now, Sergio Ramos, in my opinion, is the best defender in FIFA. I mean, some people would say like players like Nemanja Vidic are slightly better, but in my opinion, no one has the full range of stats like Sergio Ramos does, and I'm just going to run you through a couple of them here. You know, straight away, he's got very, very good pace for centre-back. You don't see many centre-backs with pace over 70, never mind in the upper 70s like Ramos. But in addition to this, he's got 87 interceptions, he's got 86 stand tackling, he's got 89 slide tackling, but even better, he's a monster in the air. He's got 93 jumping and 89 line heading. He really is an awesome defender. And as you can see here, he even has 3-star skill moves. So if you want to try something a little bit cheeky, Ramos can pull it off as well. The only weakness he has is just like Gerard Piqué, he has a high attacking work rate. So every now and again he's going to charge off and do something a little bit stupid. But the vast majority of the time you can see him wandering forward and you can manually move him back, or you just don't send him on a run, you don't pass the ball to him. And if you do realise you're on the ball with Ramos, get rid of it and run him back into defence. So as long as you're on the ball, he is absolutely incredible. Now he is a little bit on the pricey side. He's 164,000 coins on PS3 and 114,000 on Xbox. But once again, if you have that amount of coins and you're doing a Spanish national team or a La Liga team, he's the only person to look at. He's absolutely brilliant. There are no weaknesses, and very few players in FIFA you can say that about. So Sergio Ramos is a definite purchase. But let's move into the central defensive part of midfield, and let's start with Xabi Alonso. Now, Xabi Alonso, once again, is very good at what he does. He has 86 ball control, 94 long passing, 86 shot power, and 86 long shots. So what you really want to do with Xabi Alonso is keep things very simple. He has great control, so he can just bring the ball down, ping those long passes. I like to think of him as a bit of a quarterback. If you guys watch American football, the vast majority of the quarterbacks, all they do is just take the ball and throw it long. And this is exactly what you want to do with Xabi Alonso. Don't overcomplicate things. He doesn't have the best dribbling. It's 65. He has 57 acceleration and only 65 balance. So he isn't going to run past many people. But when you can pass as well as he can, that's what you want to do. And as you can see, 4-star weak foot. So what he just normally does is he brings the ball down straight away. One little touch to get it out of his feet, and he'll ping passes. And if you watch my counter-attacking tutorial last, I think it was Friday, you saw that the vast majority of the long through balls I play with Xabi Alonso, because that 94 long passing really is absolutely exceptional. So you can pick him up on PS3 for an absolutely ridiculously low figure of 13,000 coins, and on Xbox it's 8,500. So once again, Spanish national team, La Liga team, if you don't have Xabi Alonso in your team, there's something wrong with you, because he is amazing. But let's move on from him and let's move across to Sergio Busquets. Now, Sergio Busquets is another very talented player. He has 85 short passing, 84 stand tackle, 83 ball control, and 86 interceptions. He's a very solid player. He's very good at what he does, and what that normally is, he just sits in front of the back three, keeps things nice and simple, good interceptions, and then he just lays the ball off to Alonso or in the feet of one of your front five. Just keep things very simple. Now, Busquets isn't going to be someone who runs past a lot of people. He's only got 54 sprint speed, 59 acceleration, and he's only got like 61 shot power as well. So he isn't going to score you too many goals. I think, as you can see from my stats here, he's averaging about 1 goal every 15 games, somewhere around there. It's not a lot of goals. But what he does very well. He just puts the interception in, puts a challenge in, and then plays one simple ball to get your attack moving forward. And the fact of the matter is, you can get him on PS3 for under 3,000 coins. I mean, you can see here I got him for 2,600, and you can get him on Xbox for 2,000 coins. So once again, for what he does, he's an absolute steal, a great player. Let's move up the pitch again to Andreas Iniesta. And as you can see straight off the bat, he's got 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. He's the first person in the team with 4-star skill moves. So if you like skills, if that's what you do, you can dribble around players, really take them on. He's very good at that. But in addition to this, he's got 95 short passing, he's got 94 ball control, and he's got 90 dribbling. The ball just seems to be glued to his feet. He doesn't run past people, he glides past them. He's so good on the ball, he can pass, he can move, and the great thing is as well, he's got 85 crossing, so if you do choose to play him in this left mid position, he can drift wide in with that 4-star weak foot and put a ball in, or he can check inside and put a cross in again, or try and move inside and get a shot off. But you've got to be a little bit careful with that, because he's only got 73 sprint speed, so you're not going to run around a lot of people. And he's also only got 73 finishing and 65 shot power. So Iniesta's not a guy who's going to ping you a lot of goals. But what he does very well is he sets the play up. He drags players out of position. And then he's absolutely fantastic passing stats, can rip a team apart, no worries at all. And you can pick him up on PS3 for an average of 77,000 coins and on Xbox 360 for 61,600. So once again, he's an exceptional player if you can afford him. Let's move into the centre of the park now with, there we go, Mesut Ozil. Now Mesut Ozil, again, as you can see, has 4-star skill moves. So once again, if you like your skill moves, Ozil's a player that you want to head for because he has 91 ball control, 87 dribbling. So if you get the ball to his feet with those skill moves, if you know what you're doing, he can take players on, he can shift it, get it onto his left foot, play passes through. He's very, very composed at what he does. And the great thing as well, he has 88 short passing. So you often see him get the ball one little shift away and he plays the ball through and you score goals. He is a fantastic assist machine. And when you've got players like Iniesta, Alonso, Busquets who win the ball and feed it into the feet of Ozil, he can quickly turn on the attack, play that one devastating pass through and you throw on goal and you're 1-0 up. He's a very, very good player. Unfortunately, his defensive stats are utterly woeful. He has 22 marking, 16 stand tackling and only 58 strength. So he isn't going to win a ball back in a million years. And you might say that, you know, it's not really important for a centre attacking midfielder to do this, but I would counter by saying if you can win the ball upfield, you don't have that many players to beat. So if your centre attacking mid can put a tackle in, it might only take one pass or one little run and you through on goal. With Mesut Ozil, you have basically no chance of doing that. I think it's actually impossible for a professional footballer to tackle as badly as those stats indicate. But I suppose this is FIFA's way of balancing players out. So if you're up for a slightly more combative centre attacking mid, he isn't the guy for you. But if you like to pass and dribble and tear teams apart, Ozil's a great player. And the fact is, again, as you can see, you can get him on PS3 for 23,000 coins and you can get him on Xbox 360 for 13,000. So that's an absolute steal of a price. So let's move from him onto the right wing and Jesus Navas. Now, I've talked about Jesus Navas before in my other video, but I wanted to go into a little bit more depth with him because, as you can see straight away, once again, just with all of the front five we've mentioned so far, he has 4-star skill moves. So if skills are your thing, you can go in and just wreck shop with him. He's very, very good at that. But in addition to this, he has 93 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. So if you're not up for skills and you just want to run around people and put the cross in, he's very, very good at doing that. So he's got unbelievable speed, he's got 87 dribbling, and he's got 87 crossing. So Navas is a guy, if you like playing with a target man or a striker who can head the ball, this is your ideal winger because he's quick, he'll just run around the fullback and he'll put a good cross in every single time and you can score goal after goal after goal with headers. So that is an absolutely fantastic thing. However, a little bit like Mesut Ozil, he's not the most durable. He's only got 49 strength and he's only got 20 stand tackle. So if you want your midfielders to be combative, if you want them to win the ball back for you, Navas isn't the way to go. However, if you like to have a winger who can beat players and put the ball in, he's fantastic for that. And the fact is, you can get him on PS3 now for 7,000 coins and you can get him on Xbox for under 4,500. And those are just silly prices for a winger this good. So if you are looking for a winger in that style, Navas is the way to go. But let's move into the strikers. Now, the first striker I want to show you is Karim Benzema. Now, he has 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. So once again, he is an incredible striker at what he does. He is the ultimate poacher in my opinion. And when you look at his stats, you begin to understand why. He's got 87 ball control, 90 finishing, 86 shot power. You know, these are fantastic stats. And the great thing is, he has 87 attack positioning as well. So he finds himself in space time after time after time. And he can just bring the ball down straight away. Right foot, left foot, he can rifle the ball in. So he is a fantastic poacher. The great thing with him as well, he's got 85 sprint speed. So that's pretty quick for a striker. You're not going to see too many centre-backs with pace that high. So he's great if the ball drops to him in the box, but if you play a ball down the channel or down the line, he can run onto it as well. And he's good on the ball, he's got high dribbling, he's just a great player. Unfortunately, he isn't the best in the air. You know, he's only got 71 jumping, so he isn't going to win too many headers, but he's, you know, competitive in the air. He's not shocking. Another problem is as well, he's only got 74 stamina. So if you like to work your strikers hard and run them around, there is a chance that you can begin to tire him out. So you've got to be a little bit careful of that. But for an 87 rated player, you can get him on PS3 for under 50,000 coins. As you can see, I got him for 45. Apparently the average price is about 47 at the moment. And you can get him on Xbox 360 for 33,000 coins. Now, he's an outstanding striker. He's one of the best strikers in the world, and he's a must-have in the La Liga team. But that brings me on very, very nicely to the 88 rated Falcao. Now, Falcao in the January update has just been boosted up to an 89 rating. However, I've still got the 88 rated player, and this is because of his asking price. You can get him on PS3 for 37,000 coins and on Xbox for 26,000. The 89 rated Falcao at the moment is going for an average of over 80,000 coins, so you're making a pretty hefty saving on him straight away for basically the same player. And as you can see, 4-star skill moves again, so every single member of this front 5 has 4-star skill moves, so if skills are your thing, you have a lot of players you can rely on to do that. But the great thing about Falcao is his weak foot. 5-star weak foot, you do not get many players who have that. And when you couple it with his stats, which are 91 finishing and 88 volleying, if the ball drops to him anywhere in the box, either foot, he'll put it in every time. But the great thing about him as well is he has 93 jumping and 95 heading, and that is absolutely exceptional. You will not see many players in the game with better heading stats than that. And when you couple that in with Jesus Navas on the right wing, who's so good at dribbling and crossing, you have this guy up front who just heads every single thing he gets into the top corner. He is a monster. Now, unfortunately, he isn't the best at linking the play. I mean, you look at players like Karim Benzema. Benzema has 84 short passing, which is a very, very good passing stat for a striker. Falcao only has 63 short passing. He only has 74 long shots as well, so he's a little bit more of a poacher than, say, a Benzema, who can ping them in from the edge of the area slightly better than he can. But if you stick to Falcao's strengths, which are in and around the box, both feet, heading, he is a monster. And the fact that you can get him on Xbox at 26,000 coins, that is just ridiculously low for an 88 rated player. He is absolutely outstanding. So if I were to show you the full team again, this is the team that you can get, and on PS3 you can get it for 580,000 coins, on Xbox 376,000 coins. And you may think that's a little bit of money, but if you were looking to pinch the coins a little bit, perhaps you didn't have that much to spend, you could bring in some of the subs I've got here. I mean, you could replace Iker Casillas with Victor Valdez, and as you can see, you'd save well over 100,000 coins right off the bat there. You know, if you were looking for a centre-back instead of Ramos, because Ramos is a little bit more expensive, you can bring Pepe in. I got him for 20,000 coins. You can get him for much less than that now. So once again, you're saving yourself 50, 60, 70,000 coins straight away there, even if you get a great deal for Ramos. So there are a couple of very, very expensive players in this team, but you can replace them for players who are still very, very good for a fraction of the price. So don't be put off with the cost, because the vast majority of these players are well within any player's price range. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I just wanted to show you my new Ultimate Team, show you how these players work and how they interact. So once again, really hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.